Okay, so the final encounter is probably the most complicated, so I'll explain it as quickly as possible. It's broken up into two parts. You have your main part, and then you have your DPS part. And the main part is broken up into 3 different roles. You have somebody dunking, you have people clearing ads, and you have people passing buffs. So to start the encounter, you'll walk up, and there'll be this giant orange aura. When you walk up to it, the encounter will start. The boss will hold a giant pillar over his head. You will shoot said pillar, and that will give that person leeching force. That person then needs to stand on this glyph right here. When they stand on this glyph, 2 smaller pillars will appear to the left and right of the main area. 2 other people located anywhere in the room can shoot those 2 columns while the person is standing here, and they will both get leeching force. The person who has it will not have any more, so it passes off 2 to 1. You always want to pass 2 to 1, make sure one person always has it at all times. Now, while that's happening, the boss is going to be shooting giant lasers. One of the people with leeching force, the runner, is going to run up, hit the laser, and then he's going to get emanating force. That will allow him to walk through the orange area and be able to dunk the buff. Once that happens, a bunch of ads are going to spawn everywhere. There's going to be 2 specific ads. There's going to be a glyph gate and another kind of gate. Another glyph gate, whatever. You need to kill both of them. They will allow everybody to see all the glyphs. The person with the emanating force will see 3 glyphs here. He needs to read them out, one at a time, top to bottom. Once he reads those 3 out, the people who don't have it need to read out their 3 glyphs here and compare. There will be a matching one on the 2. Figure out what the matching one is, and then you guys back here need to look at these 6 pillars around the room and tell him which one to go to. So if he has a black sun and a black sun, then you can tell him to go to like back right if it has it there. I would label these as either L1, L2, L3, or front left, mid left, back left, front right, mid right, back right. Once he dunks his buff, he will no longer have the buff, so then whoever has leeching back here needs to stand on this plate. He will shoot the 1 pillar, and then some other person will shoot the other one to then take the buff. So then that person is now the one with leeching. The person that's running will get step the laser again, go dunk. You'll rinse and repeat that up to 6 times to get all the way back to the boss. While that's happening, occasionally abominations will spawn. If you lose the buff, it's not a big deal. Another column will spawn in the middle. You just shoot that column and then just keep rinsing and repeating. Once you've cleared all 6, that will start the DPS phase. Then you're going to go up top up here, which it's going to start the encounter. You come up here, and then there are these 4 pillars. So the boss is going to come down and start attacking and running around trying to kill you. While he's doing that, you just need to stay alive. Occasionally he will drop his weapon, his glaive, and that will create a column. Somebody needs to shoot that column. Once they shoot that column, it'll give them leeching. Then the boss is going to shoot his 4 lasers. The person with leeching steps in the lasers. It'll give him emanating. You then drop his glaive again. You just shoot it. It'll drop a symbol. The person with emanating needs to see that symbol, say what it is, and the other people around the room will tell him where to go dunk it. Once he goes and dunks it, you need to rinse and repeat that 4 times, and then that will open up a crit spot on the boss. You start shooting the crit spot to do damage all the way up until you get down to the last bar of health. Once you get down to the last bar of health, then you need to just open fire on the boss before pervading darkness kills you. But yeah, that's that encounter. That's the whole raid. Good luck.